Stop recording. Turn microphone on button 2 of 2. Turn microphone off.
Alright, y'all. This is my second tutorial in the Dissidia Final Fantasy tutorial series, I suppose. In this tutorial, I'll be showing off customization. This time I'll be using Furion, which is the protagonist of Final Fantasy II. To aid visual users, I will turn on the speech viewer from my screen reader, which will allow you to see what I'm hearing, what the screen reader is saying.
NVDA menu. Preferences of tools. View RP. Speech Braille viewer P. Speech viewer S. PPSS PPV 1.9 US 10430.
Alright, so let's OCR the screen and see where we are.
Recognizing result document. PPSS PPVL.9 US 10004. Recognizing. R battle. PPSS P.
Never mind.
NVDA prefer tools of view speech viewer check this. PPSS.
The speech viewer is getting in the way of the speech viewer is getting in the way of the OCR. So,
recognizing result document LV9 PPSS PPM. Furion. Stage. PPSS.
So I'm on the rule selection and stage selection screen of the battle menu. I've selected Furion as player 1 and the antagonist of Final Fantasy I as player 2. So, this battle will show the moves that Furion has right now, and then later on we'll customize them.
Your conviction means nothing in battle.
Now, that was a battle prologue movie type thing. You can customize that. You can either have a short battle movie, which is the player 1 will say a random thing, and player 2 won't say anything. Or you can have a long battle intro movie where player 2 will talk to player 1, and it will be customized based on who is player 1, who is player 2. And this allows us blind people to easily find out who we're fighting. That is customized in the options menu, and I will show that to you. Now, I had to get the X score first. So, I will do, as I discussed in last tutorial, there are BRV attacks, which are attacks which will bring down an opponent's defense, and HP attacks, which will bring down an opponent's HP. So, first I will do Furion's neutral BRV attack. Neutral meaning without doing any directional buttons. You can do two others, one with the up and the B button on an Xbox controller, and down with B. So, that is not it. That is the opponent. Now, let's try it again. Now, that missed, but if it had hit, it would have, you would have heard something else, something more. The next attack is similar to Scorpion's Spear attack, where the opponent is reeled in for further combos. I'll try to get that one to work.
Can't run! Can't run!
Alright. So, that was the kind of spear move. And right now his up plus B is a little useless. All attacks in Dissidia Final Fantasy have three distances. There are close, there are mid, and there are long range attacks. His regular BRV seems to be mid-range. His down BRV is more long-range attack, a little bit. And his up BRV is currently a close range attack. So.
Imbecile!
And I actually managed to evade that.
There! Take it!
Now that was his regular standard BRV attack. Now, as you will see later on, there are ways to customize these. For example, the down BRV attack, the down plus B might be in the regular B slot, and I might just do that. I will definitely change the up plus B attack though. So, there are also aerial attacks, bravery attacks. I'll show those to you. The following will be the standard one, followed by the down plus B, followed by the up plus B.
Here I come! Take that!
That was it. One always must be alert for AI opponents to do what you don't want them to.
Blizzard!
That is the standard BRV. I believe that's the ice attack. Let's try that again.
Can't run!
Messed up.
Fire!
There. There's his fire attack. And next is thunder, which is up B.
Thunder!
So, that is all of Furion's bravery attacks. And just for funsies, I will try and finish the match with an X burst to show you that, assuming there is another X core that falls.
Can't run! Imbecile! Can't run! There! Take it! Can't run! Can't run! Imbecile! Can't run! Can't run! Blizzard! Can't run!
Now, another thing, and you may have heard this, there are things on the stage, there are obstacles and barriers and stuff like that, so you might wind up behind one of those, in which case your attack will not reach your opponent no matter what. Well, unless you can break it. And there is no real way for us to know when we are behind one of these. So you just have to move a little bit and see what happens.
Imbecile! Fire! Can't run! Thunder! Can't run! Feel it in my blood! Hit! This is sight! Land! Slash! Shatter! Sword! It's the end! is only one path I must follow.
Strength powder XL created. Strength powder XL. Strength powder XL created. PPSSP. Recognizing result document. Blank. Blank. PPS. Recognizing result blank. Blank. PPSS. Recognizing result blank. Blank. PPSS PPV 1.9 US. Recognize. Obtained 431 gil. PPS. Recognizing return to rematch. PPSS PPV 1.9.
Okay, so I was trying to get the information off that screen. I had leveled up, but also gained an ability or two. But I wasn't able to figure out which ones those were. So, now that we've gotten some new things to check out, which those three noises meant I've got one ability, two abilities, and then it just says you've learned two new abilities. So, I'll go back to the character select screen, which is where we begin the customization. Alright.
Recognizing result document. Election. Player. The next level. Look normal. Rand. Start. Zoe. 8467. Weapon specialist. Real distance and aerial opponents in 4. Real distance and aerial opponents in 4. PPSS.
Okay, and sometimes that doesn't read very well. But basically, reals.
Recognizing result document. Election player. The next look. Rand. Start. Zoe. 84 weapon special. Real distance and aerial opponents in 4. Real distance and PPSS. Recognizing result document. LV20. Play assist Carrick. Play assist Carrick. Play assist LV Tyrion. LV20. PPSS PPV 1.9 US 10,437.
Okay.
Dissidia Final Fantasy.
But you can get the idea, and if you're not sure what character you're on, you can press A and then do OCR, and it'll tell you, like, if you're in level 20 or
Recognizing result the Emperor. LVI. PPSS.
Emperor level 1, stuff like that. So, let's go into customization mode by pressing triangle or Y. And we
Recognizing
get
result EX at ability equip
all
access Xbox battle account 100 DRV 1 accomplishments 1 DR set 35 new inventory in the shop PPSS PPV recognizing result document new accomplishments added PPSS recognizing result document accomplishments battle gen X mode success 30 set 30 successfully accomplished the road to conquest PPSS recognizing result document obtain star attacking PPSS.
Alright, so the trick with those kind of screens is to OCR, then do Control End to go to the bottom of the screen. That's where you'll find the bottom of the text area, I should say, which is where you'll find the things that you get in this mode. Basically, when you open the customization screen, you get trophies and accomplishments, acknowledgements for doing things with that character, or maybe even with all the characters. But here is the customization screen.
Recognizing result customization abilities equipment abilities.
So we've got abilities, equipment, accessories, summons, X mode, battle chip,
accomplishments,
and
battle tips.
Accomplishments and battle tips.
NFT, EXP magnet, EXP 8467.
And now we've got statistical information.
Magnet, 1 Uyal, 149,103. DRV, change lock, set A, 2151/215, 320/20, 35, 35, 35, PPSS.
Alright, so let's go with equipment first, since that's the easiest. All you have to do is just automatically just optimize equipment. So to do that, you just arrow down once and go to the bottom of this menu, press A.
Recognizing result total. 2150 CP, TRV, ATK, Def, Luck, 22, 39, 39, ADI, 41, Guard Stick, Buckler, Iron Helm, optimize equipment, PPS. Optimize
equipment, yes. And I'll press A, and you'll hear this noise that means that whatever you've done was successful, or you've turned something on, or you've set something to be the thing, stuff like that. That noise means, that, for example, in the abilities section, I'll show you this in a moment. That means that one of the abilities has been set, things like that. So, that's easy. So we're back into the
Recognizing result NFT XP80 magnet. 1 yeah 100 BRV change lock set. 22 abilities equipment accessor summons. TPSS.
And I don't know how effective the equipment optimization is, but it is the most accessible way that we can deal with that. So let's now go into the more complex abilities menu. And here we have basically active abilities, attack abilities and defense abilities.
Recognizing result set C. Offensive abilities. Abilities. Default. Remove all. Add summons and equipment. Land abilities. Knife. 4 bullet plus use 090 plus 4 bullet plus use word slash. Ground 090 plus Z relax. Air ability S. But blizzard. E plus thunder. Plus fire. Plus fire. Plus fire. Plus fire. DPS.
And it's laid out strangely, but basically
It's 45 past 6.
just press A on this, which is offensive abilities or something like that. Now, we have a choice between HP, let me make sure. Nope, it's BRV first, and then HP. So, BRV, that's oh, and I don't think I showed you Varian's HP attack, but basically it's just this thing that you can hold on to for a minute if you need to get your opponent in the right, well, it can actually describe it. So, let's go to HP then. Now we have 6 slots, 3 for ground, 3 for air. And basically there's only one thing in this thing, this menu for all 6 of them. So I'll show you.
Recognizing result document.
This is the menu for the slot menu.
At command chart on. Urseta. Offensive ability. O bravery attack 00-ish basic abilities. Default. Long fire arrow of light. Land AP 11.mt.s. Stratero. Ground. Air abilities. Stratero. Ground. Air abilities. But Stratero. Midair. 611,180. 611.
So not very descriptive.
TPSS PPV 1 point.
But if you press A and on one of these slots, you actually get 2 options. You can remove the ability, and then below that is the abilities you can choose from. And there's just this one.
SETC, bullet O, at summons and Stratero, ground, disable, Stratero, ground, T, S, T, R, A, I, G, H, T, A, R, R, O, W.
Straight arrow,
disable,
ground. The other is straight arrow, air.
Offensive abilities, O bravery attacks, is O, HP attacks, new, basic abilities, default, long fire arrow of light, 61/180.
Fire arrow of light. And you can just hold that, hold it there for a minute for your opponent to get into position or become invulnerable to dodging it, because it's very easily dodged.
Long fire arrow of light 61/180.
Now, that number is rather important because once you get an ability mastered, that is, all the way up to 180 in this case, it will be learned and won't cost so many points to equip. Yes, there are points that you must deal with when equipping things. Sometimes you don't have enough points to equip something, and so you must work on learning your other abilities to mastery. But usually it's alright. Just using them makes your ability points go up, so it's not that big of a deal.
TPSS PPV 1.9 rules 10 up.
And I'll show that air only has this.
Recognizing result document set C, offensive, disable, O bravery, O, HP, basic abilities, default, 61/1 long fire arrow of light, 61/180.
And sometimes the number might appear higher up. It's really, you just have to go with the formula. 61 over /180 might be the number, but 2, 3, 4, or 5 might just be some random attribute that the OCR has pulled out of the air. So,
long fire arrow of light, long fire arrow of light, TPSS
fire arrow of light. Now, you heard it say long, which means it's long range, which is good. because at some point you might be far enough away for your opponent not to hear you fire the arrow and get struck with it. Alright, so
Recognizing result document. PPSSPP.
let's go back to the BRV, which is more complicated because there are more attacks. But the idea is similar. I'm on slot 1. There are 6 of them. So, I will press A on the first slot. Now, it's similar to the other one, except there are just more of them, more attacks. The first one, the first thing will unequip your currently equipped ability. I wouldn't recommend doing this because if you don't know which ability you have equipped, well, you might have to spend some time fighting just to equip the attacks you actually want. So, let's go through these.
Recognizing result document. Set C. At summons at rope knife. Disable. Lance combo. Offensive abilities. O. Bravery attacks. OHP attack. Basic abilities. Default. Close spear sword. Bow chain. Sword slash. Ground. Relax. 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 Sword. Close spear sword. Bow chain. Default. Close spear sword. Bow chain. PPSSPP.
Now, that's really confusing because there are a lot of attacks and then there's just this one little description near the bottom. Luckily, the description is usually at the bottom, and you can usually tell because it has either close, mid, or long before the description. So if you just find the line with close, mid, or long, starting it, it will usually be the one you want, the one you're looking for the description. And that is how you can figure out which attack you're on. Because the OCR currently does not tell you what you're focused on. It only tells you, what's on the screen. So, you have to use your descriptions in many of these menus to figure out what you're on. So,
recognizing result document. Set C. Offensive ability. O. Bravery. OHP attacks. Basic abilities. Default. Close quick sword slash. Rope knife. Disable. Rope close quick sword slash.
and
Rope knife. Disable. Lance swords relax. 39
Yeah.
120.
sometimes it's at the top. Okay.
Recognizing result document. Sets at some rope knife. Disable lance offense. O. OH basic default. AP 16/90. Close spear sword. Bow chain. AP 16.
And
Close spear sword. Bow chain. PPSS.
this is actually really good because, well, good enough, I suppose, because you can tell
Recognizing result document.
by the description which attack you're going to
Set C.
equip.
Offensive.
Now,
O. OH basic default. 39 close quick sword. 39/1 close quick sword slash.
I
PPSS.
know that is the current up B attack, so I won't use that. That's rather useless. I prefer to be a mid-range or long-range fighter if I can help it.
Recognizing result doc default mid throw at set C at mid throw lightning knife. At command chart summons at equipment PPSS
And
PPV1.
throw a lightning knife.
Recognizing result doc set C offense O. OH at summons at rope knife. Disable. Lance combo. Basic ability default. Long throw X sword slash. Long throw X straight. Sword slash. Ground. Relax. Sword long throw X straight. Swords relax. 61/90. Relax. Sword slash. Ground. Relax. 61 PPS. Recognizing result sets offense O. OH at summons at rope knife. Disable. Lance combo. Basic abilities default. Long throw X straight. PPSS.
Trying to figure out which attack is the...
Recognizing result SETC. Offense O. OH basic ability default. AP 16/90. Close spear sword. Bow chain. PPSS.
Okay. So we'll use that for the first slot.
Recognizing result sets swords offense O. OH basic default. AP 16/close spear sword PPSS. Recognizing result SE offense O. OH basic default. Close quick sword slash. Sword slash. PPSS. Recognizing result offense 6 OH best default. But equipment. Command chart sword slash. Disable. U lance combo. Rope knife. M relax 61 mid throw lightning knife. PPS. Recognizing result default long at set swords offense disable. U lance combo. OHP rope knife. Relax 61/90. Relax rope knife. OHP attacks. U lance combo. O bravery attack disable. Offensive abilities. Sword slash. Set C. At command chart it's long throw X default. Long throw axe straight. DPS SPPV 1.9.
This has the up slash up plus B. And where is that?
Recognizing result set offense O OH basic default 39/1 close quick sword slash TP. Recognizing result document set offense O OH relapse disable lance cop sword slash rope knife basic abilities default mid throw 61 slash mid throw lightning knife TPS SPPV 1.
Yeah. What I did was I put the first slot is always the standard HP attack, BRV attack. The second slot is the up plus BRV attack, and the third is the down plus BRV attack. That is how it is in the HP attack section as well. The aerial attack is the same. That's standard. That's up. That's down. And these have the elemental attacks.
Recognizing result SET offensive abilities.
I won't
O
change
OHP
those.
attack at summons blizzard disable fire NU basic ability default long flame projectile. Use thunder TPS. Recognizing result set blizzard offensive disable O V fire OHP attack basic abilities default long frost projectile. Use thunder TPS. Recognizing result set offense O OH at sub blizzard disable 2 NU basic ability default long drop lightning bolts TPS.
Alright, so there are only 3 of those. Now, let's go back to the character select
Recognizing result
screen.
ability equipment set summons TPS SPPV 1.
And I won't deal with the accessories because those aren't accessible very much. And summons because I have no idea which ones do which thing. And I'm not going to mess with those either.
Result document. Election. Char.act elect player the next look ran. Start. So 84 weapon specialist. TPS SPPV.
So, let's try that battle again.
Your conviction means nothing in battle.
Ah, Garland. Garland, that's it. That's his name. That's the opponent's name. So, let's try the standard BRV attack. So that seems to be the same as the other one. Kind of. And the up BRV.
Can't run.
And the down BRV. So this seems like a really good setup here. I'll show you, since the standard one is a new attack, I'll show you what that does.
Take that. Take that.
So that's more like a combo of sorts. And I think that's what it described itself as. But at least now I can chase my opponent. Let's check that out.
This is it. Can't run.
So yeah, if you do chase attacks, your X gauge will fill more quickly, which is always a nice thing.
Feel it in my blood. Hit. Nice try. There. Can't run. Nice try. Hit. 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 This is sight. Land. Slash. Shoot. Sword. It's the end. You let your guard down.
So, as usual, I did not level up that time. it's not very useful to level up so easily after leveling up once, but you can get your to next level EXP.
Recognizing result. Tyrion. LD20. Play as this character. Play as this character. Play as this TPS.
Let's see. Oh,
Recognizing result document.
it's just when you focus on the character, you don't have to press A for that.
Sorry for election. Player. The next level. Look normal. The next level. Look brand. Start. So 4909.
4909,
TPS.
something like that at least. So that's good. Let's do one more battle, and we'll see it decrease. And I think that'll be all for this tutorial. I will change the opponent to the Emperor, which is the antagonist for Final Fantasy II, to show you how well the
It's 0 past 7.
battle prologue movies are.
A would-be rebel chasing dreams.
Can't run!
Away! Away!
Can't run! This is it! Can't run!
Fool!
Can't run!
Slow! Fool!
Bingo!
Fool!
Feel it in my blood!
Muto!
Hit! This is sight! Land! Shoot! Sword! It's the end! You let your guard down.
So that very well ends that. Okay, so if anyone else has any other questions about playing the game or would like another part to the tutorial, I will see what I can do. For anyone who needs any more textual information or a menu guide or anything like that, you can find that a link to the list of accessible retro games on devinprater.github.io/about. On that page you'll find a link to all my GitHub stuff that I'm currently working on. So, hopefully this was informative and helps you all enjoy the game even further.